I'm going to start this video off with a post-workout posing session. I'm feeling exceptionally lean here lately, and I'll get into that in just a moment, which the lighting out here is not the best. Like my bathroom lighting, looking in that mirror, the striations in like my lower back and my lats that give you the Christmas tree lower back appearance. Those striations are much more noticeable inside. Just looking back on these videos, I do not look as lean out here as I do inside. Peep the forearm cramp coming up right there. But I'll get into that in just a second. Took another one here with the flash on my phone. But I put in, let's see, 2 sets of 225 for 10 on squat tonight. Then I moved over to 275 and took that for a 4x6 with a slight pause on every 6th rep. So stick around and you will get to see my squat warm-up for a workout like that. But here, this is a recap of my mileage in October. 17 miles, and then this is what I've ran in November, 31.7 miles. There's a quick comparison there. The funny thing is that I've been running twice a week, for both of those months. So what changed? I think the biggest thing is probably the start of this program, where I've dedicated 2 days to running instead of, coming home and, maybe putting in a squat workout and then maybe going to run a 1.5 miles because that may be my first day to run that week, and then come in the next day and be super tight on time and only, have time to run 2 miles. Where now on this schedule, on my Sundays are my long run days, so it's kind of like a 4-mile run minimum. So I can get anywhere from 4 to 6 miles on Sunday, and then I can put in anywhere from 1 to 3 miles in a speed workout on Thursdays. So that's pretty interesting to see that mileage increase. And, like I said, I believe the biggest proponent of that is due to the program that I started, and I've been running that for 2 or 3 weeks now. It's 25 degrees out here tonight, 25 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a little bit chilly. So ignore the fact that, it may look like I'm wearing a black diaper. But I've got on some long johns tonight. I don't know what you guys call these, long johns, insulated underwear. I don't really know what you want to call them. But I had to wear these under my pants today at work, and then I came home from work, took off my work pants, and threw on the shorts for a squat session. I think I've got a little bit too much quit in me. I've given up on the cold showers. I took a cold shower every day from August 1st all the way up until November 28th. Started getting cold, and I was sick of the cold showers, man. In my head, I think it would be easier to do if it was something like a cold plunge, where it wasn't necessary, but it was something I'm doing just for the sake of doing it. And, I can just go jump in the cold plunge for 3 minutes a day and get out and be done with it. But the problem is that a shower is a necessary, daily part of your routine. And to make that miserable every time, I just finally broke, man. I couldn't do it anymore. So, and given my lifestyle and stuff, some days, I'm taking 2 or 3 showers a day. Especially now that it's getting colder. It's been pretty cold for about 2 weeks now. Water lines are getting colder because, the ground is colder. I've been spending time outside working in the cold. I've been hunting in the cold. And the last thing I want to do after sitting in a deer stand for 4 hours in 30 degrees with 25-mile-an-hour winds is come home and take a cold shower. Like brushing your teeth every day. Imagine if every time you brushed your teeth, you had to stick your hand into a taser and get shocked. That'd get old very, very quick. The first 2 or 3 times you're like, yeah, I can do this. But it just kind of takes a mental toll on you. And I didn't have what it took anymore. I had thoughts of starting it back up, but now that I'm on like day 4 or 5 of taking hot showers, there's no going back for me right now. It hasn't even gotten cold yet this year. I believe January and February are probably going to be pretty rough, and I just do not want to make myself miserable for that much longer. So what is it? August, September, October, November. So I got about 4 months of cold showers in, and then, I tapped out. I also want to mention that I believe I'm losing some body weight. I stepped on the scale tonight before the workout, and I was 145 pounds. I stepped on it this morning at 141 pounds. Now, I could have swore, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I stepped on the scale in the morning, and I was like 146, 147. And, now I'm down, 5 or 6 pounds in the morning. I believe the biggest cause of that is probably water weight that I am losing. And this goes back to, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, I am feeling very, very lean right now. As it's getting colder, you guys, well, it's not in the frame right now, but you guys have seen that gallon Yeti jug sitting in the corner. It should show back up here in a few clips. During the summer, and when it's 65, 70 degrees, I pretty well drink that entire gallon jug of water every day. Well, for the past 2 weeks, when I get back to the gas station in the morning to fill it up, there's over half of that jug still left. It's just hard to make yourself drink a whole bunch of water when it's, 40 degrees outside and you're wearing hoodies. It's a little bit different when it's, 85 degrees and you might be up in an attic sweating and, all you can think about is coming down and drinking some water. So I'm probably losing a little bit of water weight just from, the change in temperatures. It's getting harder to force myself to drink that much water. I've been thinking about filling my jug up with hot water. Hot water is never enjoyable to drink, but I believe if I'm outside in the cold, I don't know, I used to buy some cappuccinos and like some coffee from the gas station during the winter time, like I did some last year, and a hot coffee would really kind of warm you up. And so I wonder if I fill up my jug with hot water and drink that throughout the day, if it'd make me feel any warmer. It's just the idea of drinking hot water sounds terrible. But, you guys let me know what you think on that. It's an idea that I've had in my head for a few days now because I probably need to drink more water, especially with the mileage increase. Staying hydrated is very, very important. So I've been trying to finish off my jug before bed, but then I wake up all through the night having to go to the bathroom. But there's that. So tonight on the squats, 275 for a 4x6 was a pretty big mental struggle for me today. I came into this knowing that I was a little bit lighter because I weighed myself, literally minutes before this workout. And I don't know if I let that play a role in my head. Maybe I'm trying to look for excuses and, just sort of sissy out on this stuff. But 275 felt heavy today. It moves okay speed-wise, except for, the reps later in the set. But, this is a weight I have taken for a set of 20. I've done some very, very high rep sets with this, And so to come out here and, struggle through 4 sets of 6, it's, I really don't know what to think of it. The loss in body weight probably does play a role in that. But I'm kind of telling myself it's just a big mental hump that I'm going through right now. I quit the cold showers, I gave up on the cold showers. It's kind of gotten in my head, struggling through a squat workout tonight. I don't know, just all kind of things going on. But I told myself I was going to focus on the effort today. Typically when I'm in squatting shape and I come out here, I like to put in a few working sets with 315. 315 was not on the table tonight, so I told myself, let's just sort of focus on effort. The weight's probably not going to be there today, and that's pretty well, a good way to force an injury is loading up the bar with something that I don't really need to be doing. So I decided to leave 275 on the bar and grind out a few sets with that. So I'm pretty happy with the effort today, but, I just struggled mentally. Had the butterflies in my stomach, could feel the nerves and the anxiety coming into each set. These were tough sets for me today. But that's basically what I've got for today. I just wanted to, share with you guys that maybe losing it a little bit mentally. I can't believe I gave up on the cold showers, but I even thought about, taking my regular hot shower in the morning and then coming in and taking a cold shower before bed, similar to a cold plunge. And I can't even make myself do that. I'm just not interested in it. I'm sick of the cold showers. It's a terrible experience. So I'm done with that. I don't know. Trying to put a little bit more mental energy into the workouts. I've been listening to a podcast with Cameron Haynes and his son, Truett Haynes. I just finished up that today. That was a pretty good podcast. But that's basically all I got. It's, kind of a struggle to adapt to this much mileage. You seen me earlier in the video kind of rolling out my calves from Sunday's run. I hit a 5.5 mile run Sunday. It is now Tuesday, and my calves are pretty dang sore from that. So the ankles felt fairly stiff on today's squats. But I also want to mention one more thing. Been having some very, very slight lower back flare-ups. I'm just not feeling stable in the lower back. So the other day I decided to do some core work. Did a few sets of, hanging leg raises and stuff. Lower back trouble is gone today. No factor. I brought out the squat shoes in case the ankles, shifted too much load to the lower back. But I was able to, squat in flats tonight. And I think a big part of that is probably due to the slight amount of core work that I did a few days ago. And, my lower back has been feeling much better since then. But I guess that's all I've got for you guys today. Pretty cool to see the mileage increase. I just ordered a Garmin 265S Forerunner watch. That's supposed to be in sometime this week. So I'm kind of excited to get a new running watch in. I had a Fitbit previously, but the Fitbit is not all that accurate mileage-wise. So I always had to track my runs by my phone. But maybe now, I'll be able to use my Garmin watch whenever it comes in to track my runs. And, once I get out there with no phone, and it's just going to be me and the watch and the miles, I feel like I can, kind of get into a better headspace then. May try to push the runs a little harder. I don't know. I don't really think technology will make you a better runner. But I think getting away from the phone and social media out there on a run will really benefit anybody, to be honest. So, yep, I'm excited to see the mileage increase, excited for the new watch coming in. Training is still going pretty good. I'm seriously considering adding in some more pull-ups to my routine pretty soon, just because, I've kind of slacked off on pull-ups. I don't know. There it is again, a little bit too much quit in me. But needless to say, it's been a pretty good squat session today. I'm going to go inside, try to eat some supper, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you watching if you have made it this long, and I hope you guys have a great day.